Hi, welcome to AFTV. We've just beaten Porto 4-2 in penalties, through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Look at the hey, it's been good. It's been good. Top of the Premier League, through to the quarterfinals. Talk to me. How was it watching it? Because must have been heart wrenching. I mean, I know it was for us in the studio.
What a game. What a game of football.
Yeah.
What a game of football. I mean, it's nice to see that the things that we were promised when we moved to this stadium are starting to come to fruition. I mean, listen, we haven't won a competition yet, but, you know, we got promised by Arsene Wenger when he put this amazing stadium together that, you know, we were going to be in these big European competitions. We were going to be buying these big players. We're competing like buying Declan Rice for 110 million, you know, and you've got to consider that Real Madrid bought Bellingham for that, you know, similar sort of money. And we're buying the big players. We've raided Chelsea for their two best players in Jorginho and Havertz.
Their two best players. Well, yeah, they wouldn't have said that, but now.
No. Let's be honest. They're two best players, and look at the performances those guys put in tonight. And you know, we went to Man City and we got Zinchenko and Jesus, which have been. You know, we went to Brighton. We Ben White, 50 million quid, what a steal. And then Trossard, who pops up in a European game like tonight and scores an absolutely unbelievable goal. For me, Porto came here and they set up really well. And I mean, there was a lot of talk we were going to batter them 3-4-0. And that could have happened if we had got an easy early goal. The floodgates could have opened, and that can always happen here. And I think we were a bit lacklustre at points. And it was a bit of a challenging game. And some of our how we were set out, you know, for me, Declan Rice playing in that Granit Xhaka role, essentially, up high on the left. You know, sometimes for me it didn't work, and he was sort of out of the game, and he found himself out wide a bit too much for me.
Why were we disjointed? Do you think it's down to nerves, lack of experience, or just like because we said don't let the occasion get the better of us, but at times it felt like that today.
I think that was a key moment, because when they subbed Jorginho, and listen, for me, Jorginho had a fantastic game, and he is the guy for nights like this. But when they subbed Jorginho and then they put Declan Rice in the 6, and then obviously they put Jesus on up front, Havertz drops in where he's a midfielder, it changed the dynamic slightly. And that dynamic, that's what I love, that rotation. We've got that ability to be able to flip around and change around to suit teams. But listen, Porto set up really well, and they had a few chances. A couple of times I thought they could have nicked it. But then, you know, I don't like Trossard starting, because I think he's one of the best super subs in the Premier League. But then an absolutely sublime bit of play where Martin Odegaard, and he did it throughout the night, jinked past players, and that stuff's unplayable. That sort of level of footwork where you're knocking the ball around in the penalty area and slotting players through, and then Trossard comes and slots it straight through Pepe's legs in the bottom corner, basically out of nowhere. And up until that point, Trossard was very, very quiet in the game. He was wide out in the left. He was out of position. He looked like he wasn't in the game. To me, he looked like he wasn't in the game. And then he sprung to life. He got the goal, and we were in the game. We go into the second half. I don't know. This is something that's really starting to get my back up. This refereeing, this officiating situation. I don't know whether it's me, but I see it here week in, week out, whether it's in the Premier League, and I saw it in the Champions League tonight. The level of officiating is absolutely diabolical. The inconsistency of the decisions, and that goal, I do not have a clue what was wrong with that goal. That goal for me stands, and we go through without going the hard way. And I don't know at what point that isn't a goal. And the decision, Saka got kicked to bits all night long, and Havertz picked up a booking, but then one of their players, literally 5-10 minutes later, pulls, you know, Hoyks, I think it was Havertz down, and does exactly the same identical situation, and doesn't get the booking. So what's that about?
Officiating is not good. It's very clear. It seems like you said, it's a regular theme each week when it comes to watching football currently. But quickly, who do you want next?
All day long, PSV or Dortmund.
Oh, so you're going the set? Yeah, mate, smart.
Listen,
you want to get to the next?
Come on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let all the big boys play. You know, we are the big boys. We're in there. Let the Real Madrids knock the Man Cities out, or vice versa. And let the Bayern Munichs and all that. We'll take the listen. We've beaten PSV here. Don't forget. Let's have them again, and we'll do them again. No problems. Or if Dortmund, we'll do them. And then let's get into the semis, and then we'll see who we've got, and let a few of the other teams knock each other out. But one thing, and this is, you know, what I want to say on the goalkeeping situation is this is what David Raya and Mikel Arteta has had so much criticism throughout the season for bringing, and David Raya has, David Raya has had a lot of criticism throughout the whole season. Then after the weekend, he's had an opportunity, he's come back into goal, and he made phenomenal saves at key moments within the game. They go in, the game changes, and his kicking, his distribution was completely on point all game, and then He goes on to save 2 penalties. And listen, they're not easy penalties to save. And it is a complete and utter match winner. We go on, we're through, we're top, like I said, we're top of the Premier League, we're through. You know, this is happening. We've got to believe, I do believe in this team. I think it's a fantastic team. And the way the patterns of play that they're showing are unbelievable. Can we do it? Of course we can. On our day, we can mix anyone. We go to City, we've got 19 days until we go to City. We go to City and we stick them away. And they are arguably probably one of the best teams in the world. We do that, you've got to say, we can beat anyone on our day, and who knows where we can go.